Hello everyone. I'd like to share some of my thoughts about Rinpoche's latest post on Rinpoche's side of the story on Dorje Shugden. If you have spent well enough about watching the video, which is about 4 hours long, you'll notice that Rinpoche has put a lot of thought into this video about this subject, and especially pertaining to the ban on Dorje Shugden. It has affected Rinpoche tremendously on a personal level, and as well as on a secular and spiritual level for the entire Buddhist scene. It has played a lot of um, roles in terms of creating a lot of damages and also obstacles to the entire Tibetan Buddhist community, including myself as a practitioner who has been with Rinpoche and a student of Rinpoche for the last decade or so. I've seen many people who suffered a lot from the ban, and because of that, um, teachers and students are no longer talking. Dharma centers having to split factions, and even on a personal level, a lot of confusion, doubt, and sadness arose in myself initially due to this ban. I couldn't understand why such an enlightened being, a fully enlightened being such as Dorje Shugden, who preaches nothing but the pure Lamrim on the stages of path to enlightenment, compassion, kindness to every single living being, can be damaging. And through many years, Rinpoche has been, with his kindness and compassion, explaining to myself and other students of Kashara how this ban is made in order to make not only Dorje Shugden as from a normal day-to-day daily practice, spiritual practice, but in actual fact, something which can help us on a global level through the media, mainstream media. And you've recently seen how all the protests come about. Dorje Shugden has become widely known, and this, in a way, if we look at it on a positive side, has helped Dorje Shugden's practice go all over the world, go all over the globe for that matter. And it is a good thing. But on the same side, within the Tibetan exiled community in India and all over the world for that matter, we see a lot of violence. We see a lot of, I would say, a lot of confusion within our own Tibetan community. Why the Shugden ban was imposed in the first place. Um, I've got friends within the Tibetan community who have told me themselves that um, they can no longer recognize, their parents can no longer recognize them as their children because they are followers of the Kyabje Chujang Rinpoche, Kyabje Song Rinpoche, and Kyabje Papongkor Rinpoche who practice Dorje Shugden. We have got monasteries who are no longer together now, who have split apart due to this protected issue. What I want to highlight is there's a lot of inconsistencies within the speech of the Tibetan leadership, which leads to so much confusion here. And as you can hear from Rinpoche's 4-hour talk, that Rinpoche gave many examples of how different groups of people were affected. And this is very serious, and it is growing to almost 2 decades or more now. It has affected many people on, especially on their spiritual path. For example, myself, even opening a center in Singapore, such as Modern Buddhist Fellowship, met with a lot of obstacles, not from our end so much, but the normal public end. How people were educated, how people were misinformed, how people had the wrong perception of Dorje Shugden as a demon, has caused a lot of obstacles for the Buddha Dharma in general to even be established in a country, a democratic country such as Singapore and even Malaysia. So Rinpoche through the kindness of our lineage masters, Rinpoche has remained private about his practice for so long. Not because Rinpoche has done so deliberately in order to mislead people, but it's due to out of pure Guru devotion. And I see that for myself because every single thing that Rinpoche's Guru says, Rinpoche follow to the T. And as the time draws close, I would say, to the time now that we need to explain to people and to need to tell more to people, that's why we are out, quote unquote, with this practice. And I'd like to thank Rinpoche for showing us the correct path by being courageous and speaking only about the truth without our emotions intertwined about the Shugden ban, and encouraging us as students and even other Tibetan Buddhist practitioners to come out and to give hope and give encouragement to others to bring this ban down. And I wish very much that the Tibetan leadership will take notice of our videos and especially our posts, which you can read. There's so much effort and so much time and research put into it on Ramesh's blog in order to educate people about Dorje Shugden himself. And I like to request the Tibetan leadership to please take into consideration what we have to say, what Rinpoche has to say, and amicably bring this ban to a close so that families can unite, spiritual siblings can unite, and the Buddha Dharma can grow forevermore. Thank you.